Okay, today what I want to do is take on my Birkin. It just doesn't look good. I am not taking good care of it. I don't know what the situation is with it. It's under grow lights right now, and it seems to be doing okay, but I keep constantly having to cut leaves off. And there is just one stalk, as you can see there. Goes up that way. And I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and they talked about, aerial roots, cut at the node, leave some aerial roots. I don't even know if I have any. I can't tell if there are aerial roots or just dried up dead leaf junctions. I don't know. But compared to the size of that, let me kind of back up a little. I thought maybe I've got it in too big of a planter. Maybe this plant is one of the ones that needs hugs. Needs to be all like tight and cozy. And so I think I'm just going to pull it apart and plant it in something smaller. And that might help it. So that's what we're going to try. Now I am going to clear off everything so I can actually put out my repotting mat. Those things are basically something for mess control. And I love it. When I forget to do this and then I start to dump it, I so regret it. Because these little things are so nice to just pull out, snap the ends together, or I should say the four corners together, so that you have a little ridge that keeps all that dirt and soil in there. So this mess of soil that I make, I can just go, hold it, take it to the garage, and funnel it right back into one of those soil bins that I use. You would love those. Dump it out and see what the conditions look like. I picked up this pot. It's one of the ones that I thought might give the roots a hug instead of have them loose in here and make it feel better. So let's see. The plant should be pretty dry because I'm not a good waterer. Look at that. Maybe there's our problem. There are no roots. Okay, I'm going to discard this one. Well, not discard it. Let's set it to the side. Okay, this is what I have. I have roots like this that are circling the bottom. And like I said, it's really, really dry. But that is my plant. Gee, I wonder what the problem is. I think that it's just not, it didn't develop. Maybe they've rotted off. I'm not sure exactly what. But to go back down in here, I think that might give it a more cozy look. So I'm going to try it. So let's see what else I can find. I'm going to search through this, see if I see any issues that I know how to identify. I don't know. It's just dried up soil. That's a long piece that has come loose, or I tore off. I don't know. Now I'm wondering if I should try to cut it right here and root that portion above here and replant this portion with that leaf. I don't know. I think, oops, see, look at those two leaves. They just fell off. Maybe they were ready to go. They are yellowy looking, and they just came loose. That's what they look like where they attached. And that almost looks like some kind of a rot problem. But anyway, I think I'm going to try to root this one. I'll do this, maybe put it in some water and not plant it in soil yet. I want to see if I can actually get it to have some roots. And I'm going to cut it in half. Here goes. I hope I don't regret this. Okay, I found 2 different sizes of rooting bottles. I've got this, has a little platform to sit in, has a little cork with a hole. I don't know if that'll fit. We'll test it. If it doesn't fit with the cork hole, I'll just use it differently. And then if it's tinier, I've got the same thing in just a smaller version. And I've got another one of each, depending on which one it fits. And then I brought in my cutters. Here goes. Now, I don't know if there's any issue with the bottom. My plan is to cut right about here and just hope for the best. Here goes. I did it. There's no going back now. Okay, there it is. So this side would be the only one with a root. And the root is coming from this node right here. There's nothing coming from this end. So I don't see any reason that I have to keep this end. I'm going to get rid of it. Here goes. He has a little bit of a darkness, but he looks semi-healthy. But anyway, and I am definitely not going to keep this big gangly root that comes off of here. I'm just going to let it try to adapt new roots. I mean, it is a philodendron, so let's try. Okay, now I want to see which one it'll fit. You can see that those already have some yellowing. So this will be a true experiment. I got some cinnamon I'll need to put on that. But let me see. Will it fit in this one? Let me look and see. I think it might. I'm going to cut off the root. This much. There. And then, is it going to go through this hole to support it? Yeah, it will. Okay, so that's going to be one. And let's see about the other. Now this is this larger bottle. And she will have nothing to begin with. And I think so that she fits, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this leaf. Hope I don't regret that. I don't know if those little things are going to be the aerial roots. I'm assuming. So I want those to at least go down in the bottle. Where'd my cork go? Okay, are these going to go down in it? They do. Okay, I'm going to try it. So, that's how this one would look. So let's put some water in here. My treated water. Here is my treated water, treated with water conditioner, and we're just going to fill that. They're going to touch well enough. Let me see. I think it needs to be higher. Wonder if I should sacrifice any of those leaves. I really don't want to. I'm afraid it won't root well. So I'm just going to finish filling it up there. And put that right down in the hole. Okay, there we go. I've got it as low as I can get it, and it is in the water. Okay, and then the other one, same difference here. He has a lot more room to get down into the water. But we're putting it in like that. Okay, there we go. Now we're just going to see what happens with that. Put him on his little pedestal. And I'll put her, oops, don't quite have the grip for that one. Okay, now I want her to keep straight up. She still doesn't want to. I don't know if that's going to be an issue. Maybe if I lean her against something, that will help her. Or do I not worry about that leaf? Do I get rid of it? I don't know. I wish this was a two-way and you could say, no, 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 don't do that. I just did. Okay, now it sits up a little straighter. We've got a little bit of those, I don't know, whatever that little thing is called when a leaf grows out and it leaves a little sheath behind. But I am going to put these back over where I ordinarily keep them. And here she comes. Right back under the light that she's used to being under. Let me make sure she's got enough room for her buddy. But there we go. And there's both put back. And we're going to hope for the best that we have a successful rooting. But I'll keep up. Next, we're going to have to treat the pink princess. She's doing pretty well, but she's due for a good dusting and neem oil treatment. But we'll see you on the next video.